Xanadu protocols. Activate. Act 3, Scene 5. Initiate roller skates.
Xanadu!
Xanadu. Xanadu.
Whoa.
Whoa. Tripping out over here, man. We're gonna press button. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Xanadu.
Okay. Prepare to use Xanadu.
At Din of Ardo.
Okay. Whoa. Ah!
Shack in the woods. Xanadu, you are standing at the
At the feet of gods before something bidding around.
This thing's in rough shape. Try blowing on it.
Yeah.
Only blows some dust off the keyboard and presses the return key.
Road, something small.
Cube leg.
I don't know. This is so messed up.
Okay, that's worse. Try typing help. That must be house. Type house.
Try typing house. Whoa. Xanadu, that's not.
Recognize. That's not a verb I recognize.
It's not a recognize. Okay.
So it's a text adventure game.
Ooh.
In Bled Quit. That cave is eating something.
You are in Blood Quit. Go east, and get something with.
Very.
Can you type east?
Remove the computer, carrying on their backs, and being. This is. Did that say Lula? Time for some percussive maintenance.
Say time for that. Say Lula.
Lula.
Lula,
You're Donald.
Oh.
Invention.
Something machine.
The machine, school, rot.
Food. Borrowed. From school. I want. What is
This is so hard to read.
this is ridiculous.
Sugar Shack.
If you go. It's a house.
Damn, I can't tell what she's saying. Well, I have my portable degausser with me. Well, a system like this can build up a remnant magnetic field that sort of warps everything along whatever pattern it's settled into, you know?
Oh, okay.
The gausser clears that up by suddenly shaking the magnetic field around it until it's uniform again. That's how I like to think of it anyway, like shaking a snow globe. With a shot.
Yeah.
Please.
Whoa.
Hall of the Mountain Gink.
Gink. King.
Well, okay. Anonymous clock.
Sensor anonymous clock. Got it. This is where you get
This is where you set up your Wyman. Press any key to quit.
Equipment is where you set up your equipment. This is definitely a text adventure game, you're right. How funny. Wow.
Scene 6.
Okay.
Hall of the Mountain King. Bizarre.
Bizarre.
And what was that about Lula? Maybe Donald knows how to clear it up a bit. There's still 2 people in here we haven't talked to at all.
Yeah. Oh, we can definitely talk to them, though.
Head over to Donald, and then maybe we'll make another lap and see what they have to say.
Look out for that fire!
No. I'm gonna walk straight over it.
Okay. It doesn't seem to be hurting you at all, so.
If it didn't hurt Xanadu.
Nothing can hurt Xanadu.
Nothing can stop Xanadu.
I love it that it's an adventure game, though. That's really funny. This is where you set up your equipment in the Hall of Mountain King. If you see the cave, go right.
So, you've seen it for yourself. What's left of it?
Is that the end?
The chalky bones of a beautiful dream. But you can see what it once was, can't you? Can't you? There was so much more to it. Ornate labyrinths of memory, exhaustively simulated parallel cave ecosystems, real artificial intelligence built on sophisticated neural network algorithms. The birds in the forest could flock in 3 dimensions. The bats could learn to sing.
Ugh.
And then it began to crumble when the strangers came. At first we only heard them walking heavily through the caves, dragging things around, hammering and clattering their tools. Sometimes we heard working songs, never close enough to make out real voices, just their echoes cascading wordlessly in the tunnels. Then we caught a glimpse of one.
What do they look like?
They look like... No, it's too horrible.
Uh.
I shouldn't be telling you about this. They're dangerous. They're strange. I should never have tried to outwit them. They were always too much for me, but it's too late now. If I'd listened to Lula, Lula? Lula Chamberlain? Yes, of course. Oh, do you know her?
We're looking for her now? I don't remember that, but okay.
She's gone now. She left. We built this together. Did you know? Lula, Joseph, and I. Lula is gone from here, but still in there. In Xanadu. I don't know where Lula is now, or how to get there from here, or how to unwind that damned tangled highway, but Xanadu, before its ruin, was as faultless as an oracle, a shrine to perfect simulation. Until, but maybe, those weird interlopers destroyed my Xanadu. Perhaps they know how to fix it. It may be dangerous. I've sent many eager seconds to negotiate them, to repair my masterpiece. Back there, that tunnel, push back the vines, crawl out into the darkness. Watch your step. After a while, you'll feel the terrain change beneath your hands and knees from rock to crystal, and then to mud. Then you'll be out.
Okay.
That's where the strangers come from. Now leave me alone. I still have a bit of mold in my pipe and a few dreams left.
Getting high off of that
smoking
Xanadu
mold?
Xanadu mold is beautiful.
Xanadu mold is perfect. What? We don't get to talk to the other people? We've been booted. We've been kicked out. Scene 7. We're going. No, we're just pressing on. We're moving. Where the strangers come from.
Whoa.
Well, this is a cemetery.
Oh, look. More floating roof. Or tree leaves.
The most direct reference to death we've had, other than perhaps our leg.
This is a really cryptic crypt.
You know why they put that little fence around the cemetery?
Why?
Because everybody was dying to get in.
Oh.
Whoop.
Whoa.
We've been in a crypt.
Well, that's messed up. Okay.
Gosh. Well, this can't be right. Looks like an old church.
Worth a look inside.
I guess. I want to stay outside.
Okay. Okay, Ezra.
I'll stay with him. We can look for lizards.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make it quick.
Good job, Junebug and Ezra. You can hang out
What happened to Johnny? Did he... Whoa. Oh, we're Ezra now.
Oh.
Jonathan Rickman, generous disposition will be missed. Written on white chalk. HT8191T, fill date June 29, notes of almond.
What?
I hope we're not supposed to remember these things, because I am not going to.
Notes of almond. What was this guy, like a perfume? What's on this one?
Andrew Thompson and Edouard Lombard. We think you two would really have liked each other. Below the description is written white chalk. 8192B, fill date July 24th. Weird finish.
This is...
I think that's, I think almond is the type of wood the coffin was made out of.
Oh.
Let's see. Charlie Miller always had a far-off look. Probably still does. H8192E, fill date August 1st. Aftertaste of rainwater.
Well, I don't know if that's about the coffin there.
I no longer know either. Paul Anguiano or Josie Malice. We don't know which. Fill date September 8th. Sweet and fungal.
Maybe, maybe these aren't people that are buried.
What would be buried here instead, do you suppose?
Mushrooms.
Alan Cook would have wanted it this way. 8192Q, fill date September 9th, maple/turpentine.
Because, I mean, this would be a weird thing to write about people.
Eric Malarkey. Should have said something. 8192X, full date November 1st, sense of foreboding.
Okay.
I certainly have one of those.
Oh, and this is the last grave.
Things are getting foggy.
Yeah.
Unknown. Seemed reasonable. 8192Y, full date November 2nd. Easy on the nose. Junebug, hold me.
Junebug, what's up?
I'm a scared child and I need comfort. Finally, lizards.
I wasn't really looking.
Nice cover story, kid.
Do you have a family?
Well, I've got one. I've got Johnny. The vicious cycle. I've got you folks right now. Is that a family? Let's call it what it is. Junebug and the people she surrounds herself with. See? It means something. It makes a claim. It's specific.
It sounds lonely.
Not for us.
Oh.
You've just got to make choices and own them. You think I was born this foxy? I came off the assembly line about a half-foot shorter and all gray. No eyes.
Wah!
They're going to have us clearing out the old mine. Doesn't matter what you look like under all that rock and water. A bunch of gray shadows shoveling and hammering invisibly at the walls, draining the tunnels. Johnny found some gear, an old tape player. We hid away in an underwater cave and listened to it over and over. And we knew we weren't miners. We slipped out onto the road, just these two featureless shadows, and ever since that night we've been detailing, coloring in, specifying.
Okay.
I feel more like myself every day.
I think I should be a musician too.
Is that right? I'll have to keep an eye on you.
Okay. Oh, they're back.
Well, nothing in the church.
Look at that light.
In the church, we found the purpose behind the game. We found meaning. We found direction. We found plot. There you are. What'd you find in there? It wasn't... Hey, what's going on? You look flushed, old man. Doesn't matter. We definitely weren't making out in the church. We got what we need. Let's go.
What did they find?
Scene 8.
These scenes are flying by.
Hall of the Mountain King. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, maybe we can finally talk to these other guys.
Yeah, we should talk to Andrew now.
Andrew! Hey, sorry to leave you hanging, pal. Buddy pal. Friend.
Buddy pal friend.
Oh, we're Shannon now? Specifically?
Yep.
Do you know that when I first... No, I mean, if this cave were larger, could it... Now I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got it. How would you characterize this space? The one we're standing in now.
It's a mess.
Kind of spooky, but I'm not scared. Spooky for a baby. A catastrophe. Or the site of some ancient catastrophe. Anyway, sure, the evidence is all around us.
The shadows make it hard to tell how big it is.
Sure, that's... But they're not just shadows, right? I mean, they could be. They're projections. Or maybe they're anatomies. How's that? Can you tell where we are now? Surrounded by creeping anatomies?
Ugh.
Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes?
Not happening.
Oh. How disappointing.
What are all the computers for?
Computers? Oh, now I remember. I was writing on them. I described a cave. That was my job. Describe the cave. There's a great history of caves in the literature, don't you know? The walls are frozen rivers of orange stone. Isn't that vivid? I have a lot to live up to. I was a grad student studying statistics when I started working with Donald on his project. He said we needed someone with a more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing, someone who'd appreciate the cave descriptions as real labor instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer, and I put in the hours. Believe me, I've put in the hours. I've described every facet of this cave in such detail that sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring. Often in the dark and lonely moments, I worry that in my sleep I've transcribed rooms from my dreams into the system. How do we know? Then they only could be entered with precise, faithful detail. That's all I know how to write, and all I dream about is caves. I only dream of caves. I only dream of caves.
I only dream of caves.
Goodbye, Andrew.
Are you going to Xanadu or are you going to Donald again?
There was another person over here.
Oh, that's right.
There's also this gate we haven't really looked at. Roberta. I want to talk to Roberta. I don't know if I have the patience for Xanadu.
That's
right
fair.
Now. The kingdom is in peril! Well, what else is new?
Do you work here?
Work. You could call it that. I gather old circuit boards and throw them in the fire. Sometimes I fish out precious metals and let them cool into toxic gems. I put them in my hair.
What?
Enchanted jewelry, talismans, a magic mirror that prevents the future, a magic shield that protects the bearer from age, a magic chest that's always filled with... I never went to the university. I was an independent scholar. That means I took to the public libraries like a beachcomber. I studied fairy tales. And then I came to work for Donald. I paid the bills, rubbed leathering elbows with academics, scraped black mold from cave walls. Finally, now I carry the firewood into senescence.
Okay.
The kingdom is in peril.
Oh god. Thanks, Roberta.
You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Let's go to this gate.
Okay.
Is that the way out, though? If it's the way out, I don't care. But I feel like we talked to Amy first, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We should
What's
really
happening?
look
What's
at
happening?
the gate, but we can't.
We're taking our sweet time getting over to the gate.
Whoa. Whoa.
What's up with the gate? What's up with the gate? A massive gate constructed out of scavenged materials blocks a passage down the far side of the spire.
Okay.
It seems to want us to go to Xanadu.
Then we want to talk to Donald?
I will go talk to Donald.
Donald was one who was all, go out here, find the interlopers.
Robot-like noises are...
Yeah.
Trace an orbit round the road, and close your eyes with holy dread, for we on mold and whiskey fed, and drank from rivers down below.
Crazy, crazy, we're effing crazy.
We found your strangers. We know how to fix your damn machine, but I'm not sure it was worth it. Oh, soon the visions will return. What have you found?
They say you need to type in a specific phrase to restore it. Or do you want to scrape the mold off?
It's up to you.
Let's scrape the mold off.
But the mold. Of course, too much mold on the timing crystal would send the simulation adrift. Each moment lived out of sync. By all means, yes, clean the timing crystal.
Okay, let's go clean the timing crystal.
Xanadu.
Xanadu.
Xanadon't.
Xanadon't. It's time for Xanadon't.
Oh man, I'm uncertain what's happening.
Well, we're about to scrape mold off of something, and we seem really upset about it. So I'm assuming we found out something about the interlopers, and we were not impressed. And we're not talking about it.
I'm curious what they didn't show us. Because they definitely didn't show us something.
They didn't show us...
Very intentionally.
Yeah. It obviously is making it clear that Xanadu is not as impressive a machine as it is. Whatever they found. Let's scrape off some stuff.
Baffling control panels. Yeah, same description as before. Do you see anything that looks like a timing crystal? Yeah, right here behind the control panel. It's filthy. Right, we're supposed to scrape off this black moldy stuff. It's like some kind of black mold.
Oh god.
Let's breathe in as much of it as we can.
Quick.
Just following instructions. Here we go. C9.
Oh no.
Xanadu.
Xanadu. Okay.
Wow. Boop, boop.
Oh god.
Bagpipes.
Xanadu. What's gonna happen? Can you just click the screen? Or do you have to click the... At the end?
At end of road.
At end of road. Oh god, it's the...
It does seem to be working better.
This is our game. This is the 0 and stuff, isn't it?
Probably.
That's what it looks like.
Maybe. We're playing a game within a game.
Is this the house we've been looking for?
Alright, everybody. Hey, it's Will. And we're trying out Kentucky Route Zero. We're just checking this out for the first time, starting a brand new game.
What?
We haven't seen this before.
So.
Oh. You were standing at the end of a road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest.
Check out the building. You typed enter building. Here we go.
Inside building.
Oh. Oh, this music is so creepy. Whoa! A lantern.
You are inside a building, a storage shed for the National Park Service.
How exciting.
There is a sensible modern electric lantern nearby.
Get the lantern.
Get lantern. Taken.
Exit building.
Enter forest. That's not something you can enter.
You can't.
Just type a direction.
North. Oh man.
In forest.
Oh, so we did go into the forest. Oh man, adventure games are so complicated. What? This is our world. How weird. Which I guess if it's a simulation.
You are in open forest with a deep valley to one side.
Can we climb a tree?
Climb tree. I don't think much is to be achieved by that.
Can we dig a hole?
You can't see any such thing. Pretty limited vocabulary.
Okay, so we went south anyway.
You're in a forest. You're in forest.
Hey, it's a maze. Go east.
You're in forest.
Okay.
Lula is here, soldering replacement components in a small, handmade radio.
Oh, let's talk to Lula.
Ask Lula how she's doing. Hi, Donald. I'm getting the strangest interference out here. I've been tuning the radio circuits gradually as we go, swapping capacitor values and tweaking resistor networks. It was working for a while, but everything I can pick up sounds sort of...
Okay.
Lula hands you the radio. Well, maybe you'd better have better luck. You're good at this stuff. Just don't forget to give it...
Oh, God. Let's go east again.
You're in forest. Joseph is here, tapping with a small stylus on a modified pocket braille slate. A small gray kitten, no more than a few weeks old, dozes comfortably on top of his backpack.
Talk to Joseph. Listen.
I was just transcribing your footsteps. Sounded like... Joseph runs his finger along the index card he's been tapping on, from right to left. Long, weary song, drearily gone, dearly gone. You beat a melancholy shuffle through these woods, Donald. Ha! I've been noting down the sounds of the forest with an ear for speech and an inborn filter for poetry. I suppose, so maybe it's me being melancholy after all. I'm eager to see what the poetic subsystem makes of these punched cards.
Oh, we found the backpack full of punched cards and the cat food.
Yeah?
We found that on the
Did
way
we?
up here.
Oh.
Like, when we first entered the gate of the King, Mountain King.
Oh.
Go east again.
Let's keep going east.
Yeah.
At edge of hole.
Oh, God. Whoa.
Degouse that hole. You are at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to rock as the ground sinks into darkness. The computer tied to your upper back slickens with sweat in the afternoon sun.
Why?
The rope slung around your shoulder has slipped under the strap of your backpack, digging uncomfortably against your collarbone.
You should shine the lamp into the hole. Ezra, shut up.
Light lamp. Your lamp is now on.
Shine lamp in hole.
The lamplight only reaches a few yards down the hole, where the rock is coated in a slimy, black mold. You can tell that the walls are too thick to climb safely without assistance.
Okay. So we should probably not go down the hole, we'll fall. Try using the rope to climb down safely. Did we get rope? I don't remember that.
We did pick, maybe?
Alright.
Yeah, we have a rope. The rope is tied snugly to a tree trunk. Down. Your feet slip a few times on the slimy rock, but you remain stable. Lula and Joseph descend carefully after you.
Okay. Whoa.
In bed quilt.
Whoa. Whoa. Where is this? Is this?
This is a cave. Perhaps we are in Mammoth Cave. You are in bed quilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere.
Okay.
The holes are terrible. Joseph and Lula remove the computer equipment they are carrying on their backs and begin setting up. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now.
Set up the gear.
Set up gear. I only understood you as far as wanting to set the up above.
What?
What? Lula looks pensive.
Ask her about the cave.
Having second thoughts? I don't blame you. It's unsettling down here. Weird acoustics.
Oh god, what are we doing?
Earlier as we were climbing down, I thought I heard voices for a moment. Or not voices themselves, but the echoes of voices singing. Some kind of eerie, tuneless working song. I'm glad I'm not down here alone.
What's the gear they're carrying? Ignore Ezra forever.
Ask Lula about gear. Sure, Donald. We may as well take inventory. I've got the tape machine and the synthesizer parts we borrowed from the School of Music. It's all tuned up to my voice, so I won't have to type so much. Joseph has his slate and the punched cards he's transcribed from the poems we read him. He's got the typewriter and the paper tape recorder. You've got the CRT display. How's your bag holding up? Joseph looks uncomfortable. Jealous. Hey, Donald, can you help me? Wire up these generators. I'll assemble the synthesizer, but I could use some help with the serial interface if you have time. You hear an unfamiliar echo from my tunnel to the east.
You should wire up the generators.
Help Joseph. Appreciate it, Donald. Not much of an electrician, you know. You know that. Joseph hands you a bundle of wires. His kitten curls up on a spool of cabling.
Why did he bring the kitten?
Listen, the three of us had a good thing for a minute. Would you say up at the old place before it got ugly? I'm saying we came down here to work, to really do it. Xanadu, and I mean to be rational about this. All three of us have got to put our feelings aside for a bit. Be rational. You know what I'm saying?
Just agree with whatever he's saying. This isn't helpful. He's talking about Lula, sure.
Joseph sets down the wire strippers in his hand. You really mean that? You're pretty okay, Donald. I mean, you have a clear idea on what's sensible. We're in unmapped territory here, strange to the whole thing. Gotta have a focus. She'll understand.
Oh, Jesus.
You are interrupted by the ominous echo of a grating, scraping sound from the east, louder than before.
Oh, God.
What the hell was that? Let's check it out.
What? No, Lula. Let's not check it out. Ah.
In tunnels.
Oh, no. Oh, God. What are we about to run into? I'm so terrified.
More lines, probably.
Oh, okay.
More topography lines. It looks like Bigfoot.
It does.